So my influences have changed over time as I've developed different styles of photography. I want to say early on, when I was very young, I was just trying to get a picture. I didn't know much about photography. I knew there were famous photographers, but originally would have been, the big names, Henry Cartier-Bresson, Walker Evans, Dorothea Lange, the great documentarians of the day who would take pictures, for the WPA, the Dust Bowl. Henry Cartier-Bresson was post-war France, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, taking pictures of street life. But as my artistic photographic styles have changed, so have my influences, and so it would have probably changed more towards, I'd say, Stephen Shore, William Eggleston, two of the great photographers, 50s, 60s, 70s, who developed a vernacular style, just making art out of everyday places and spaces, especially William Eggleston, I think, is famous for introducing color photography to the artistic world. I know he wasn't the first, he's definitely not the first, but he had a major MoMA exhibition. And then as I've gotten different tools, I've kind of discovered different artistic influences. Mostly today, the members of the Provoke movement, Daido Moriyama and Takuma Nakahira, who developed this style that was mirroring occupation Japan in the 40s, 50s, and 60s, kind of a counterculture where everything was not clear, but blurry and bright and shiny. It's a mix of that vernacular and artistic work. I think those are my influences now, moving less from the indexical to more the interpretive style of photography.
Where do you find inspiration?
I guess for every artist, it's different. For me, I find inspiration in the tools that I use because that's the type of photographer I am. Not only am I a photographer and I create art with it, I also like to collect cameras. So if I find a camera that I haven't used before, I'll try that, and that'll be part of the inspiration to see how it works, what kind of images I can create. For example, the 35 millimeter camera is a good all-around camera, but I have some large format cameras that are really cumbersome, really slow, and they inspire me to do something different. So I'm not someone who's inspired by nature or by architecture or a certain moment. It's really comes down for me, which I think is different, by the tools that I use or the processes that I use to create an image. It's sort of a discovery process. I'm never entirely comfortable or confident in what I'm doing, and I feel that adds to the inspiration because I'm trying to push the boundaries of whatever tool I'm using.